is the audio okay? Is everything okay? Great. That sounds good. So I'm gonna pretend I don't have the singing bowl, so I'll do the ding. Hi everybody. So this is pretty exciting. This week we, as in me with the help of Amelia and David and Christian, we put together a schedule for the next 2 months of Real Food Live, which should be available like a post for the next month on our Facebook page. And so we are going to move into doing themes for months, which is really cool and fun. So for the next 5 weeks, so starting tonight and then all of May, we're going to be doing different Ethiopian dishes, which is really exciting. I'm not very familiar in Ethiopian cuisine, so it'll be good. It'll be great. So tonight we're going to be making Mesir Wat, which is a lentil stew, and then we're going to be making it with collard greens in an Ethiopian style and rice. So it should be pretty straightforward. This dish, if you ordered it ahead of time, it should have come with a whole variety of ingredients. And there's a couple fun ones, and I'll talk about them as we move through it. So I think to start, we're going to want to cut up all the ingredients for the collard greens so that we can get those started, and then we'll leave them to cool, which should be, they can just, actually, no, what am I talking about? Before we want to do the collard greens, we want to get a pot of rice on the stove top so that it can cook while we're doing this, and then it'll be ready at the end. So we're going to do a cup and a half of rice with 3 cups water, and you can put that in a pot and cook it like you cook rice, because it's rice. And yeah, I think that probably, there's probably like more stuff that they put into rice, but I tried to find things and I wasn't very successful. So maybe next week, well, we have other plans, but maybe at some point we'll do like a more fancy kind of like rice dish, just like rice, not a rice dish, just like fancy rice. But I could just be saying that and won't keep my promises, so I don't know. So yeah, we're gonna start with rice, and I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna put rice on the pot, and then I'll come back. This pot. Ooh, it's a pot. Also, everyone who's online, how's your week going? I want to hear from you. What's up? Tell me about your life. Are you okay? How's it going? Please talk to me. Okay. Rice, 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 rice. Ah, jeez. Oh gosh. Yeah, homework concretey not fun, I gotta say. Need a lid. Don't mind me just breaking everything in this kitchen. Have you found a way to, like, I don't know, relax, cope with the homework, see anything that makes you happy, things of that nature? Sad. I call it collard green. I'm gonna put them in a bowl, put them in a bowl, put them in a bowl. I didn't even realize that next week is dead week at all because I'm not in school anymore, and suddenly everything seems like so much crazier than, I don't know. I am very grateful that I don't have to think about school in these times, and I'm so sorry for everyone who has to, and that seems really difficult, and I can cook you food if you want me to, because I'm here. And frankly, these could be, you know, I don't know, I always just add stems of like kale and greens, and I'm just gonna do that, because like this isn't even that much, it's like finger length. So why not? Then compost these. Actually, you could use these. These would be good for like veggie broth, but I don't think I have a veggie broth container going on here. I don't know. These are collard greens, but kale and stuff, I always just add the stems and greens in general, because why would you waste beautiful, yummy, crunchy stems? They're so good. So I don't cook with collard greens a whole lot, but same rules apply as far as I'm concerned. Of throw it all in there. So there's some. Oh, I think I wanted to add some salt into the rice. Is that really loud if I like clap and stuff? I wouldn't think it would be, but. So for the collard greens, it's going to be, there's going to be garlic, ginger, onion, and then spices. So it's got some good stuff to it. Huh. No, the collard greens are a specific thing. I'm not sure about like family. Like, I think that they would be pretty close to, hey, El Santo Verde. I think that they're just a brassica, like broccoli, like like all of that sort of stuff. I think that they're in the same family as that, but I'm not really sure on the. I don't know. I've never grown collard greens, but I do enjoy them. and there are the recipes that we are using this week. Da, 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 da. What song is that? Sounds like an old emo song of some sort. I don't know what the song is, but something that I know. Instead of going under. I don't. What song is that? If somebody knows what song I'm singing, could you please let me know? Where it got in my head. Speaking of greens, I should have taken pictures. Our greens in our garden are getting huge and beautiful. We have a bunch of kale and spinach, and then like Asian greens, and we also have radishes, which the radish greens, if you don't eat those, delicious also. And so they're getting to be like almost hand sized. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. Well, maybe probably a little bit smaller than that, but the biggest one's the size of my hand, and so therefore we can brag about those ones. Yeah, and they look amazing. We have a couple smaller spinach plants, but then one spinach plant is just like going to town. It is so excited to be there. Very exciting. Very exciting. Speaking of which, one thing that we could talk about is, so starting after finals week, the week after that, we're going to be doing Sustainable Kitchen over the summer. So every Tuesday, I think it'll be fine. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. we're going to do a stream, but it's going to be like kind of sustainability themed, different topics that we think would sound interesting. So the first one is going to be like talking about food, like the food cycle, and like where does our food come from, where does it go, and talking about composting. And it's boiling over there, so I keep making sure that the world isn't ending, but it is. We all know that, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna get the compost bucket. Yeah. So the first one is gonna be about like that. But if you have any really awesome ideas for topics that could do that, I think we're gonna do one about vegan cooking and kind of like talking about how to reduce your waste. I think we want to have opportunities for members of the community to show their home gardens and talk about like how they got into maybe growing their own food or different things like that. And so that would be more of like a, what did Amelia call it? She said Sustainable Kitchen hits the community, or like something like that had a nice ring to it. So yeah, different topics like that. So yes, I think that you should. Really, okay, I think that we need to build those beds, and then we can just throw those tomato plants into the ground. So really, I'm gonna start crying really quickly. So please bear with me in these emotional trying times. We really need to just kill the grass on a part of them, and then we can grow those tomato plants, because they definitely are stunted. They're definitely like not growing at all. Oh, the overhead fan, that's a good idea. You guys are just thinking about everything. Just kidding, everything's gonna be fine. Totally. like really awesome ideas, you should let us know. It's probably just gonna be a summer thing, but we haven't really set an end date for it all. I'm really not doing that kind of design. So yeah, of course, input is always valued and appreciated around here. Has anybody had the time to watch anything cool or exciting, or like any tips for things that I should spend my time watching? Because I'm gonna be honest, I started watching like gourmet makes on the Bon Appetit YouTube channel, which if you haven't heard of it, you should really look it up. It's kind of amazing. They have like the Bon Appetit, the company, they have like a super active YouTube channel. It's amazing. It's so much fun. Fly Away Home. I haven't watched the Oreo one yet. I'll have to watch that one. I was watching the Andes Mints one this morning before it came in. And I didn't finish it. But it's so exciting. I'll have to watch the Oreos one. Yeah, it's cool because it's like gourmet and then it's like, I don't know, I feel like I could make those. The Cheez-It one sounded pretty cool. Not vegan, but still cool. You could make it vegan actually really easily. Especially because it's like I was watching it and I was like, this is the color of nutritional yeast. Like you could totally make Cheez-Its out of nutritional yeast. Is Fly Away Home the one about the birds, like the geese that are migrating and then they create like a giant bird ship to guide the birds home? Is that movie? Because if that is, I didn't know what the title of that movie was, and I think about it because I definitely watched it like once in my childhood. But they do they not create like a giant bird ship to guide? Why are the birds so bad? Is it like habitat destruction? Why can't they find their way home? Isn't that a thing about being a bird, is that you should be able to find your way home? Are they okay? Okay, so we got garlic, we got onions, and now we're gonna cut some ginger, and then we can cook the collard greens. It should take a minute. I'm also like a goose. See, that's just what I do. Me too. Birds, I hope that they're okay. I mean, really all species, except for humans. Just kidding, because we're going to kill the planet. And then it's not going to be okay. But until then, we're going to have a fun time, aren't we? It's called Giant Bird Boy. That's what the ship is called. Goose Man. Goose. I don't know why it's gendered. Goose. Goose UFO. These aren't good names. I'm gonna stop. I only recently learned that you don't have to cut the skin off of ginger and it'll be okay. I really have been wasting so much time of my life worrying about the skin of the ginger. Everyone's still learning, you know? Silly goose. That's, wow, you really, yeah, that's a learning for sure. Silly goose that's great. Chop, 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 chop. I mean, I would imagine that it doesn't have the spice flavor. It tastes like exactly what you think that ginger skin would taste like. papery and no flavor. Yeah. Yeah, apparently if you like the, if you follow us, then it'll say like when we're coming live if you have the app or something. That's what David was saying, that it'll notify you, which is pretty cool. And then you can like always be bothered by us. We can just go live all the time, and then you'll have to come hang out with us. That'll be great. In addition to, let me pull up the measurements of it. In addition to these aromatics, if you want to call them, we're also going to throw in, I'm just going to use this cup measurement. Some smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, half a teaspoon cardamom, and 1 teaspoon of cumin. So, and our handy dandy little guy over here. Maybe if I set them like this, you can see them. Wow, I gotta say this spacing for the camera looks way better. It's really good. I'm not gonna do both those done. Yeah, so 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon smoked paprika. It's half a teaspoon cardamom. A quarter, so we'll do 2 of these. And really, if you think about it, Gourmet Makes is just the ideal version of this show, because they're actually like funny and professional chefs, so they kind of know what they're doing. A little bit less. Yes, subscribe. Oh. Good thinking it's a fan. Cardamom is kind of like a warm, I'm gonna have to smell it in order to properly describe it. It's like, not quite peppery, but it has this like nice sort of warmth to it, I think. It's in a lot of like curries or like stews, I think. It's definitely nice. I don't know how to describe it. I've never like really singled it out and had like a cardamom dish. It's just, I feel like it's like one of those things like coriander, where it's just like, yeah, you throw it in with a bunch of other things, like in this case. Ooh, look at this beautiful color. I'll show you the spice mixture that I made earlier in a little bit, and it's beautiful. The color is phenomenal. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting a big pan out for the collard greens. Oh, jeez. And I think that we should just go big or go home. And I'm going to put this pan on there. Well, actually, that's not really necessary. I'm going a little bit overboard. Where are the big boys? Where are those big boys? Big boy pans. Give me a minute, folks. If anybody knows, they can chime in where those are. Oh, found him. Got him. Everything's fine. Everything's going swell. Not a problem. some olive oil into the pan. A couple tablespoons. And then, interestingly enough, oh my gosh, I forgot one chili pepper, which is, it might still be out there. I'll get it in a minute because I don't think that. Oh no, we do need it now. Okay, let that oil heat for a minute. Maybe they're in the fridge. I don't know where those chili peppers went. This is PDF. It'll be fine. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Okay, we're just gonna add it later. So we're gonna add the ginger, the garlic, the chili pepper, and all the spices. That wasn't the best way to do that, but okay. And let that heat up. It smells so good. Where are the dang chili peppers at? What the heck? This is gonna be the whole show, me looking for a bag of chili peppers. I don't know why they aren't in this corner. They should be in this corner. Oh. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I'm going to get the webcam view on, and then I'm going to add the onions to it, maybe after. Here we go. Boom. Look how beautiful. All of those spices adding in. Okay, now we're going to add in the onion real quick. I'm just going to throw all this stuff around. Okay. Alright. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do the rest of this. You found him?
No, it's from my apartment.
Oh my gosh, did you run? Ah! That's amazing. Thank you, Amelia. Okay, let me put this down. I'll switch over. Wherever the heck the chili peppers are in, Amelia just ran to her apartment and brought chilies. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. chop some of this up real quickly and throw it in there. This smells so good. Oh my gosh. It's such a like nice, tangy, sweet and spicy flavor. Okay, I'm just gonna like chop this up. Maybe I should grind it. I don't know. Should I add the seeds? Okay, so the story with the beach shirt is actually, I feel like I talked about Thailand last week, and if I bring it up a second week in a row, people are gonna think that that's all I talk about. And they would be absolutely right, because it is all that I talk about. I'm putting the seeds in. Whatever. So, well, we can leave those seeds in. Well, so when I was in Thailand, we noticed that there was this trend in Thai couples where like they would it was very common to have matching shirts with the members of the couple, and so me and my friend Margot, who's very sweet and from Canada, we're like, you know what, we should get matching shirts, and then we can be like a cute matching couple. And so we did that, and then we would like wear it when we went to social gatherings and be like, hey, we match. It's cute. This rice is almost done, which is looking pretty good. Oh, I can't get over how good this smells. I'm going to take hot, and it burned my foot. Ow, ow, ow. Everything's fine, no worries. I'm going to take a bite of this rice. Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm just a baby. Just a little tiny baby. You gotta up the drama on this channel, you know? Oh yeah, that was what we're gonna do. Well, these onions are turning oh man, this lemon is about to pop, boy. Oof. We're gonna squeeze the lemon juice into here. Oh my gosh, this is so juicy. I feel like that's a reference to something, maybe? Cut that lemon. I'm not an animator, just a regular old Mary. Okay. So the fruit tag definitely fell into. Oh, I thought that's what the joke that you were making was that. Never mind. Never mind. Thought you were bringing something up, but I have a cut on my finger, and now there's lemon in it, and it's fine. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put the collards in here. Wow. Okay. I'll show you the video of this momentarily. They're beautiful. And then I'm just gonna put my hand like this, and we're gonna pour in. Okay. Then we got the lemon juice. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. The smoked paprika also just adds like such a nice smoky flavor. Let me show you guys what's going on. Okay. Ooh, oh, that's not in focus. Ooh, ah, delicious. So these are gonna cook for 7 to 10 minutes, which means that we have plenty of time to start on our lentils. Woo! I'm now realizing it would have been smart to do the lentils first. I don't really know what I'm doing. That would have been much smarter. But I was like, no, because, anyways, lentils cook fast. It'll be fine. We can just hang out until then. We can talk about our feelings, right, guys? So I'm really quickly going to, well, you know, some cameras are laggy, some are cameras. You know that saying? Yeah. I'm not having good luck with onions today, but you know, it's okay. And I'm not going to cry during this one because I've already cried, and you know, we just don't need to go through that emotional turmoil again. We're gonna move on. We're gonna be okay. Everyone's gonna be okay, and we're getting through it together. Man, those cotton smell so good. Can't wait to stuff them in my face. One fun thing is that I can eat some of these collards, but one of our sustainable kitchen activities or segments is going to be seeing how well like different foods hold up when you want to freeze them, particularly like vegan foods and like when you're trying new recipes. So everything that I'm going to make, I can try it, but we're also going to be setting aside some of it to go into the freezer, and then at like the end of May, we're going to have like a fun hangout session. We're going to try all the different foods after they've been in the freezer for a month, and I'm not crying, I promise, I'm fine. And see which ones kind of hold up and which ones are really good, and see what happens. And my guess is that if we freeze collard greens, they will not be good, but could be wrong. And you'll just have to tune in and see. And I'm really not crying, and I'm really fine, okay? God. Okay, so we're just gonna use. I'm really upset about losing these chilies. What the heck? Like, we're in a small box. Where did you go? Anyways, if you got it at home, you'll be using the nice green chilies that we got from Asian Market. We'll just chop some of these up. Oops. Yeah, I would bet that watching like childhood movies would be kind of nice and nostalgic at this point. We were discussing the rescuers and the fact that I should really as you know, especially as a Floridian. Shh. As a Floridian, the villain in The Rescuers, which is like one of my favorite Disney movies, honestly. Like, I know that Disney is an evil overlord, but man, Madame Medusa rides 2 alligators like on like foot on one, and she just goes through the swamps that way, and it's like pretty inspiring, really, like that level of evil. It's pretty cool. So, okay, I think that's good. Now we're gonna do another pan with some oil in it, and then we're gonna put these onions and these chilies into there, and get cooking on the lentils. She does. She skis. It's not the Rescuers Down Under. It's the first Rescuers, but like, yeah, it's crazy. She skis with them. It's amazing. Oh, to be that level of evil. So we're gonna use our other identical one like this. It's so nice in here right now. I can't even express it. So good. Put a little bit more oil. Put some onion and chilies in the oil. Da 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 da. Cool. Okay, let me show you how the collard greens are going, and then I'll show you the chili. And then we can talk about other stuff. We can hang out. Look at these boys. Delicious. Oop, they're just now starting to get sticky on the bottom of the pan. Amazing. I think I really need to might need to incorporate this into a very common meal in my life. These smell so good. I can't wait to try them. Oh, and here's I don't really say a show. Got some chilies and onion in the oil, and then we'll add to them in just a minute. They're both on medium heat. Cool. Okay. So let's look at what the next things are. Okay, so once these are translucent, which I think I might add a little bit more oil. Doo-doo. Then, so I went and I made a ginger garlic paste today, which is pretty exciting. Super easy. I think it's really great if you get a bunch of these, and then if you use ginger garlic frequently, you can just have it in the fridge, and then you can just gloop a little bit in there. But it's just in the food processor, ginger garlic with some olive oil, It's also good because it really creates like a finer texture as opposed to like mincing it, which gets pretty large particles. I would imagine if I had kept on doing this for like a couple more minutes, it would be much smaller, but I think that this is pretty good. And so you're going to want 1 teaspoon of this, which well, not quite there on the onions, but I'll add some onions in a minute. I'm going to turn the collards off, and we're going to take them off the heat, and they're going to cool. Popping. Can you hear that popping? Nice. Nice popping. So we're going to add a teaspoon of this and let it cook for 1 more minute. Scoop. And really we're going to do like a teaspoon and a half because why not? So after that cooks for about a minute, we're going to add some tomato puree, and then we're also going to add in some of this baya baya. I hope I'm pronouncing that okay. That's what it said on the internet to say, but it's pronounced like bearberry, B-E-R-B-E-R-E. And you can get it like in the stores, but I homemade it because here at ECM we have a bunch of spices, and that seemed more practical to mix it all together. For reference, let's look at how many spices it took. All of these. And all of these. So it's like everything in the cabinet. I feel like it's so many different things. And I'm really excited to try it. It has a bunch of different like warm seasonings like allspice, cloves, cinnamon, coriander, ginger. Now I'm just listing the rest of them. Garlic, paprika, onion powder, and then it has fenugreek and chilies, which I also had to grind up. So yeah, this whole is, I've never had it before, and salt. I'm excited to try it. It should be good. But super like, super fun. Has the lights all been on screen the whole time? Ooh, a crown on herbs. That would actually be so cute. Oh my gosh. You should really put the Lysol in everything. It's really just, you know, you really want to like try to inject the cleaner into your body if you can, because that should protect you. So if you can do that, try to do that. Okay. Tomato sauce. Berry, which we're going to put 2 tablespoons of that in. And this is a little bit more than a half cup, but we're going to just put this in. Ooh, crunchy crunch, poppy pop. I'm going to take a tablespoon and put in 2 tablespoons. This isn't a tablespoon, what the heck? Why are these are such random weird measurements on this one. It's like, it doesn't have a half teaspoon, but it has half of a tablespoon. So odd. Anyways. for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to add a cup of lentils and 3 cups of water. Which, a fun fact is that I thought I bought enough lentils today, and then when I was making the delivery bags, I ran out of lentils because it said, so we needed 5 cups of lentils total, right? Maybe I can't do math at all, right? But it says serving size is a 1/4 cup, and there's 13 servings in this container, so there should be 3 1/4 cup. Correct? Am I crazy? So why the heck did I have 2 and I had like 4 cups? Like I didn't have enough to make our own, so I had to go get these just for the demonstration part. What the heck? Please don't lie to me anymore, Dylan. I can't take it. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. It has such a nice like warmth to it and like sweetness. Like it actually tastes like cinnamon, even though it's like barely any cinnamon in it. That smells really good. I gotta say. So we're going to put a cup of these lentils in. And then look, 3 cups of water. Which if you wanted to be fancy and you had like vegetable bouillon or vegetable broth, you can also add that so it would get a little bit more flavor to it. So for the lentils, I'll show you on the camera. But you're going to want to bring these to a boil, and then you're going to want to simmer them down. I will show you these. So we got some lentils and then 3 cups of water with all the other ingredients. It smells pretty good. Here are our collards who are just chilling out and cooling, and some rice. So we're going to cover this, and then, I don't know, maybe we could have like question time or something, because Mary, I don't know. Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, so that'll probably take like 15, 20 minutes. Oh gosh, nope, lid's too small. Hang on here. That's the right lid. So yeah, so I mean, I think that we should stay and look at what the lentils look like at the end, but until then, I don't know. Ooh, somebody's very smell, lots of smell, good smell, but lots of it attacking my eyes and sinuses. So where did the lid to the smoked paprika go? Ooh. Okay, there's the cumin lid for sure. No, but it said dry on the packaging as far as the referring to cooked lentils. No, it says like a 1/4 cup dry. So, I would say there's probably a minute taste difference. Also, in my experience, it's been a long time since I've cooked with green lentils because I usually just use red, but I think that they take a bit longer and they aren't as quick to like break down. They kind of maintain their shape a little bit more, whereas red lentils like really just become a mush, which is good, but it's a mush. So that's a part of it. I'm sure that you could do it with green lentils. I don't think that there would be really any big difference with that. But it might taste different. So I don't know. I don't know if in Ethiopian cuisine it's common. I don't know, but in if green lentils are common in Ethiopian cuisine. I think that yes. I don't think I think that I don't know if it's a mental. Well, no, it's probably not a mental thing. But doesn't red just seem like it should be going with tomatoes and stuff? Like, eh. And yes, actually, I do believe that the red green show is based off of. It's hot. Based off of lentils. One exciting thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be making injera, which is like the really thin Ethiopian bread that you like roll and it's really bubbly and it's fermented. So I'm going to be starting that. We got tep flour from Asian Market, which is super awesome, and we'll start it this week and then we'll let it ferment, and then it'll be super delicious by next Thursday, and then we'll cook it and it'll be really exciting. But it's got a pretty sour taste. Oh yeah, I haven't even bragged about my sourdough yet, but Justice gave me that. Well, he left it here, and then I took it, and then I didn't return it for multiple weeks because I'm bad at doing things in a timely manner, and so I finally sucked it up, and I decided to make sourdough bread. I've just been like making other little random things with the starter and being scared to cook bread, bake bread. But I have made 2 sourdough loaves this week, and they have both been super good, and I'm super proud, and I really think I should just become a baker now. Now that I've cooked 2 loaves of bread, it's destiny. I'm giving up on all other career goals and other things. Very, very exciting. I am so proud of myself. Yeah, it's really my greatest accomplishment. I should put it on my resume. Should really put it on my resume. I wonder if I'm thinking that since it's cooking for a little bit, would we want to do maybe like a demonstration of how to make that spice? Because I could easily, well, you might run out of peppers. It's that bag of peppers. Maybe not. Maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't have offered it. So yeah, I'll put this in the fridge. Does anybody have any good ideas for sustainable kitchen or anything like that they want to talk about? Should I suck it up? Should I try to make some of the sauce or the spice even if we run out of the little chilies in there? Should I just do it? Should I just go for it because they've been sitting there for a long time? I don't think that these are like special spices. Okay, let's just go for it. I'll get a bowl and has anything that you're going to need for this is actually the dried chilies, which you can just grind up in a coffee grinder, spice grinder, whatever, and yield a half cup. So this is probably going to be like the rest of these. It took a lot. Pisces. Wow, don't you bring that witchcraft into this good kitchen with chilies on the floor. Yeah, so just put a bunch of them in there. I'm probably not going to mute the thing because it seemed like last time nobody really cared. Is that still true before I push the button? Does anybody need me to mute it? I'm waiting. Okay, cool. Look at that. Beautiful. I don't know where that came from. Oh, jeez. Ooh. The fun part of doing that is then your nose reminds you that it's there. Should be aware that your nose is still there. Always. Never leaves you. Really loves you in that way. Just a whole bunch of seeds just for fun. Oh, it's so much. Here's a smoked paprika lid. Ah. I swear I'm not sneezing in any of the food. Everything will be fine. Promise. I think that I got my eardrums blown out actually yesterday when I went to concert because it was so windy. And then I was like, why does my throat and also my ears like hurt internally? And I think it's because of the wind, but I don't know. Maybe that's not true. Ugh. Ooh, okay. So let me pull up the spice measurements because it is in. Okay. So this is a half cup dried chilies, and then we're gonna do a quarter cup paprika. Can you see this? Okay, is this on the screen? Okay. This is just so much paprika, honestly. Whew. And then you can pretty much just use the little normal small measurements. And then it is 1 tablespoon of salt, which is right here. We can leave it a little bit less salt. It'll be okay. We'll live. Getting all these spices back over here. Do. Okay, throw that away. Okay. So 1 teaspoon ground ginger, which just has something in it. We'll just wipe that clean and it'll be fine. Oh. 1 teaspoon ground ginger. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, there's a teaspoon. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 1 teaspoon onion powder. Wrong side. Half teaspoon ground cardamom. It is quite peppery, cardamom is. Half teaspoon ground coriander, which is this lovely in the miso thing for the other week. Half teaspoon of that. 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg. Where you at, nutmeg? Reveal yourself. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Ha! 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 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, which is over here. Whew. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon ground cloves. Oh, so this is when I scrolled up on the screen and then I realized I forgot one of the things, but it's okay because we have to grind it again. That's the fenugreek. Ooh, that was too much because it was supposed to be 1/8 of a teaspoon. But it's fine, it's fine, it's not a big deal. Ha 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 ha, so silly. Ugh. Allspice. And some cinnamon. You guys remember when the cinnamon challenge was a thing? What a wild time to be alive. Ooh, back in those days. Certainly more crazy than anything that happens in 2020, am I right? And I don't have the chat pulled off, so if people are talking to me, I am not listening to you. Oh! I think I actually ground some of the fenugreek, extra fenugreek earlier, so that worked well. Here's fenugreek. We're going to use half a teaspoon of that. So we'll just wipe it down. Then take a fork and mix it all up. Wow, look at that. Look at that, folks. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. That is the spice, and I think that with the recipes, this seems to be a very common spice. So, we should be using all of this, I would assume. Yes, there are all of the recipes that we have for the upcoming next 2 months, and then at a certain point we will get the recipes for the remainder of the summer. And they will all be on there, which will be super easy to access. I'm just going to add the rest of this into there, as opposed to like searching through GroupMe messages or the Facebook to try to find them. They'll all just be in that central location, which will be great. lentils are phenomenal. They still need a little bit more time, and honestly, they look like they could use a little bit more water. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. But we are pretty close now. Okay. So I'll have to find a good container for this spice. I'll have to think about that. But we'll just put it over here until then. Okay. It'll just be a couple more minutes. I might start getting a plate. I'm going to clean this off so it doesn't look as chaotic. And then I will start a plate. And we can plate it up, try it, and then go on with the rest of our lives, having had this beautiful and memorable experience. I'm going to be sniffling for the rest of time. Yay! Yay! Right. Fenugreek, and we can just probably get rid of this if we need to. Grow fenugreek. Heart. Think that made the heart look worse, but it's okay. Trying to think of anything like exciting. Really, I've been watching the Gourmet Makes. I haven't really, I don't know about more community as far as TV shows go. If anybody has any good music recommendations though, I should really listen to new music. That would be appreciated. Ooh, we're gonna use this fancy big bowl. It probably hasn't been used in like 2 years. Do, 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 do. I just wash my hands. It's fine. Ooh, that was another question question that I was going to ask as far as big plans. So, Dean, who is my landlord and also my roommate's dad, has a canoe, and so I wanted to borrow it and go canoeing this weekend. So does anybody have any like good tips for or like good areas to go? Because I was thinking like on the Kansas River or Tuttle Creek. I've actually never gone canoeing here because I didn't really have the access or willpower. So if anybody is like, ooh, you should go here, it'll be beautiful, tell me and I'll go there. I'm sure it'll be beautiful. So here's the collard greens. Now they're pretty oily, but I might have just added too much oil, really. I think that maybe that's a you problem and like less of a canoe problem, you know? It's not the canoe, it's just you. Here, let me do the like. That thing. This looks and smells pretty delish. I'll move these guys over here. And I just gotta do the like spicy YouTube video. Rice down there. Delicious. I'm worried that it's gonna be super hot, so I might blow it and then take a bite. But the collard greens look amazing. The lentils look amazing. The rice looks like rice, so also amazing. So I think I can have a bite of the collards while the lentils are cooling for a little bit. These are so good. Ooh, and then the spice kind of hits you. These are delicious. They still like really taste like collards. Like there's that definitive green taste to them. But the level of like you can definitely taste the smoked paprika. I think the smoked paprika is almost what makes that dish. Oop, this is still on. Ah! So with both of these, the most difficult thing is when you lose your chilies and you just don't know what to do with, and then Amelia saves you. So are like I don't know. I feel like 10 should only be reserved for like perfect. So I'll do like a 9 for the collards of taste, and also they were really easy. If you have the right spices, I mean, it's the same stuff like ginger, garlic, onion, spices, collards. So that's like a. Are we doing? Is 10 the most difficult or the most easy? Because if it's the most easy, I would say 9.5 or something like that. Um, yeah, the lentils, I mean, obviously they take like a little bit more and there's lots of different steps. Oh, 10 is hard, then we're going to do like 0.75. Just because you have to do something. It is not taking something out of a package and putting it in a microwave. Um, so, yeah, the lentils, there's like quite a few steps, and I feel like for the lentils, you have to both make the spice, and then you have to make the ginger garlic paste. So that's just like more steps, and I feel like having a food processor, and having like as wide a selection of spices as you do, like that definitely takes it down a few notches of the difficulty. So I'm gonna say like a 7 on difficult because um, it isn't like technically hard, like it's just sauteing stuff, but it is like there's a lot of different steps to it. And I'm gonna taste it now. I'm gonna get some rice with it. You see it? Doot, 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 doot. Mmm. Ooh. Ooh, this is so good. Initially, like you taste like the warm spices, and then you taste the ginger and like the spice, and now like it's quite spicy now. This is really good. I like how complex it is. It changes as you taste it more. That's really good. So I mean, it's not hard. Like at the end of the day, it's still lentils, which I don't know if you can make lentils like a properly difficult meal to make. Like they're lentils. Uh, yeah. So all in all, pretty good. I will set aside some of both of these, and we're gonna freeze them. I'm probably not gonna do it on screen, but we'll freeze some of them, and then when we have the sustainable kitchen, um, we will take it out and we'll try to thaw them and see how they hold up and if they're still as delicious, because these are both really delicious. I'm so excited to do more Ethiopian dishes. It'll be great, and it'll be a whole month of this, so get ready, folks. It's gonna be lovely. I guess with that, one thing I didn't say is ask if anybody has any like final remarks, final things that they've been reflecting on, feelings that they need to share, wishes they want to wish, dreams they want to dream. Mm-hmm. Uh, I kind of like how like ominous just typing future is. It just sounds so like you're telling the future, I guess. Ooh. Thank you. Okay. So no future. Oh no. I'm sure something will still exist after everything happens, right? Okay. With that, I'm going to ring us out, and I wish you all a peaceful and peaceful of the mind, I suppose. I feel like we're all having peaceful physical like times. um, but yeah, and I hope that if you have finals coming up, that they go well and that everything goes okay. And I hope that your health stays good and that you are able to contribute and make this world a more beautiful place, because you all do that so well. So I'm going to ring us out, and then I'll say bye. I love how then it's like Nightbot is like, don't forget our websites. Okay, bye everybody.